A lot of private funding goes into our elections. It's shocking the amount of money that goes into it. And this ridiculous claim of, well, and that's been the answer to those who don't support this measure. Oh, well, now elections are going to suffer because it's going to be underfunded. How are we
Right.
going to be able to run
Which is such
elections?
a bad it's a bad argument because we know how much money goes into this. So the fact that you can't throw like reallocate some of the funds to something else, like it just goes to show you, like, again, no matter how you feel about election fraud in the last election, it's kind of weird how the people who, the argument for trying to make the elections safer, like if anyone's trying to argue against safe elections or safer elections, you got to question their morals there. Like, why would you not want to put more money into safer elections? Right.
Yeah.
So that's where I go. What are you trying to defend here? Are you trying to tell us there's no money? We just gave 1.2 trillion or whatever to, I forget what we just put 1.2 trillion into, but like there's money. Money's not the issue when it comes to these voting machines and voting processes, right? Okay, so you have to pay a couple people a little more. It's like when one of them, when these senators and congressmen, whatever, are against strengthening our voting system, that's where you look at them and go, oh, you're owned by somebody, right?
Yeah. I'm just totally shocked that a nation that runs $1 trillion in deficits every 100 days can't fund
I know.
elections without private dollars going in. That's malarkey, okay? And if we're that bad, and guess what? For all the money that gets dumped in, we've gone from one day of elections to now it takes 2 weeks to finish an
The
election
election,
to
yeah.
actually find out who won. We're going backwards, and the
It,
American people aren't stupid.
not to mention
Okay?
we're outsourcing our voting, right, with the machines, right? so,
Exactly.
so so what are we talking about here? Where's our money going? If that's not the
Exactly.
biggest eye opener for
Right.
people, I don't know what is. Again, however you feel about election fraud, like whether it happened or not, that's not really the issue here. But I will say that if you don't see our um, our congressman, if you will, saying, I don't want to put more money into safer elections. I mean, you gotta look at them and be like, what are you doing here?